Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Iowa's offense will start this game off. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
The give to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Looking to throw on second down. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic with his feet. Tackled there by the defense. Line is set on 3rd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
Flushed out of the pocket. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk,
and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with a sack.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the quarterback.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. He wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. steps away. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Hawkeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got it in the middle. It's Kingsbury. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. So this opening drive finds a bump in the road here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Syracuse's offense will get the ball for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Syracuse will be forced to punt. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. The Orange will have to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll leave it with him. Fights off the defender. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a 1st down. The Hawkeyes are marching down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback on the keeper. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll throw it on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Syracuse right back at it. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback in the progression.
From the gun, running back on the move. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Slips one guy. Just keeps moving. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for a man on second down. It's complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Orange.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
Man, that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer. You've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will kick it away to start the second half. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big plays.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Carr. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
He'll keep it himself. Powers through the defender. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Looking to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Kingsbury. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Hawkeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeye. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Discards a man. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
As an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's right on target. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Syracuse right back at it.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
This time he's got it. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break.
29.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Give to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing, they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high...
He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throws for the tight end. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Looking to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Syracuse right back at it. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. The defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He'll pull it on the read. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
All right, there's still life in the opponent because this team just had a chance to pad their lead with that field goal try to knock it off the post. We've still got a good ball game.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the offense. To the air on first down. He's got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down. Syracuse right back at it. He'll come out throwing on first down. Back open in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Orange. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver, you could tell he broke with the football, he caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today. They're up by 7 over Kansas State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Gonna take a shot. Got it. Touchdown, Hawkeye. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. And those big moments right before the half. In the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to give me a stop.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab.
It's really hard to dial up big completions vertically down the field. At this juncture in the game, it's the fourth quarter, and the defense is playing with extra DBs on the field. They know you're going to throw it. Ball falls incomplete.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Got his man quickly. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. He'll throw on third down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Makes this one, and it'll be all tied up in the final minute. It's good. Guys, we have a tie ball game here in the
So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll run it on first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tries again to get it in. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. They've got a little work to do here on third and goal in overtime. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback the place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll try to run it in. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone today, an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.